Okay, now it's time to create our remove link, remove from a basket. We're going back to our basket.js file inside of the JS folder, and we go back to our init binds function. Before the if update basket length is more than 0, let's create a new if statement. This time we're looking for the remove underscore basket class, the same thing which I have actually has been found on the page. So length is more than 0. Then we obviously use our element, and we're going to bind the click to it, click event, and on a click event we want the specific function to be executed, and this function will be called remove from basket, then semicolon right at the end. Okay, now we need to create this remove basket, but before we do so, let's copy this init binds function plus this calling right to the top, because I'm just feeling that it should be here actually right at the beginning, so it loads as a priority basically. Okay, now let's copy this remove basket from basket function, and we can actually create this function right after this init binds. So function remove from basket. Now inside of this function var item equals this dot attribute rel, and now we do the Ajax call. Okay, inside of this Ajax call we start with the type parameter, which will be post, comma URL, this time will be /mod basket remove .php, comma data type will be HTML, comma data we passing ID, which will be item, and on success we'll execute the function. Actually, let's just error straight. So comma error function alert error occurred. Okay, so on success we simply refresh big basket and refresh small basket. Okay, that's all there is to it. Now obviously we need to create this remove underscore basket underscore remove.php. So in our mod folder, new file, basket underscore remove.php, and here we start with the opening PHP tag, require once inc autoload.php, and then if is set post id equals post id session remove item id, and that's everything in this file. Now we can close our basket underscore remove as well as basket. Actually, let's not do this yet. If we save the files, go back to our browser, refresh, and click on the remove button, you can see it did remove the item. All the prices, everything has updated in the main basket as well as in the small basket. Let's remove this one as well. Everything's updated. The message is displayed. If we refresh the page, message stays there. So everything works fine. Let's now go back, add an item or two, and let's go back to our basket. I want to show you what I meant before when I said that we have to bind these all these events, clicks especially, and enters. and back to our basket after it has been replaced with a new copy of it. So if we go and find our refresh big basket function, if we comment init binds and go back to our browser, refresh the page. Now if I change the quantity to 5, hit enter, basket has updated, everything has updated, it's fine. But now if I change the quantity of the second one to 5 and hit enter, nothing happens, as you can see. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens. I can click on the remove button, nothing happens either. This is because the bindings are gone, because this is just like a virtual copy of it, because the JavaScript has replaced the content which was initially loaded to the page with this temporary copy just to show us the new version. It will only work if we refresh, and now that I've refreshed, if I've got this 5 and hit enter, it will load. But if I don't call these bindings again and change this again to 1 and hit enter or click on update, nothing will happen. So this is why we have to obviously apply these bindings again for the basket to work all the time. So now if we refresh, and now if I change to 5, so I need to refresh the page first, change to 5, the quantities have updated. See, we change to 1, it's going to be working all the time, but bindings have to be redone again. So now that everything's is working, we can actually move to the next section and start working on the checkout.